Well, my first guest on the program is joining us via satellite from Austin, Texas, Mr. Timothy Algier. He's the CEO of MC Endeavors Incorporated. Their stock symbol's MSMY. Tim, welcome to the program.
Oh, thanks for having me on, Don. Appreciate it very much.
Well, Tim, MC Endeavors describes itself as a company working globally to become the leading provider of steel tube framed building systems that are resistant to natural disasters. And you're also involved in oil and gas spill cleanup systems. Can you give us a general overview of the company, please?
Sure, I'd be happy to. You know, we are architects, engineers, and inventors that, during the recession of the last 5 years or so, we've put together our ideas and looking back on what we've done before, and especially looking at the disasters that are continually happening here on a regular basis, and why are we building the same way over and over and over again. When tornadoes blow through, when hurricanes hit, when tidal floods and levees break, all these things are blowing apart wood and sawed wood, nail, fiberglass insulated buildings that we've been doing for the last 100 years. Why don't we build them differently? Why don't we build them with different materials that are stronger? Using tubes, strong steel tube welded structures, and insulating them with closed cell foam insulation, we believe is the way to go. And of course, it's an uphill battle to change the way we've been doing things over and over again as contractors. And at the same time, whenever these disasters happen, there is all kinds of remediation and oil cleanup and chemical spills and oil and gasoline spills. All those things need to be remediated in the area before we rebuild. But we want to emphasize not to rebuild the same way we did before. Wood is held together with nails, can blow apart. When you have a welded structure, it will stay in place far longer and be much stronger over time, and really doesn't cost that much more.
Well, of course, we had that tragic tornado in Oklahoma this week and a massive earthquake off Indonesia last week. Now, that must have brought back memories for you of your recent trip to Haiti. Tell us about the agenda while you were there and what you expect to come from it.
Yes, my trip to Haiti was an eye-opener. It was my first time there. I've been working on getting down there for the last 16 months, and the constant change in the political atmosphere there and trying to get things started, and the NGOs are trying to get things started, the non-government organizations. It's just been very difficult to get the cleanup done. There are still massive amounts of debris removal that needs to be done. There are many architectural plans and master plans that are done for the entire city, but even Port-au-Prince right now doesn't have a sewage treatment plant. It doesn't have a way to capture the sewage that's causing the cholera. There are many things that need to be done, and it's just a very, very long process. We wanted to go down there and talk to contractors who are already there, what's being built, what difficulties they are having, what kind of codes are they using, are they building towards the culture, and we met with government officials and those builders as well as farmers, because we believe we've got to find jobs for them to do, and we've got to also look at how to increase their agricultural output. Right now it's almost nil. They import almost 12 to 1 of what they export there. And one of the things we did find that was very, very neat that has switched our direction is that there are many containers sitting on the port. They import 12 to 1, so 12 containers come in for every 1 container that goes out. And those are steel structures that we could use to use as building modules and base building modules. And that's what we're looking into doing now, converting those economically into housing units.
Now, it says on your website, mcendeavors.com, that homes constructed using your building system can withstand 225 mile-per-hour winds and an 8.0 earthquake. That's absolutely amazing, Tim.
Well, what we did is we put structures on top of testing tables. We've built with systems such as this in Florida, in Wyoming, North Dakota, areas where we have really harsh conditions, whether it is hurricanes or whether it's cold or whether it's tornado conditions. And when you have the structure welded together and welded or mounted to the foundations, you're going to withstand that kind of wind and earthquake that a wood structure that pulls apart will not, or a masonry structure that will shake and blow down.
Well, thanks, because that's really a great explanation of why your method of building is better than the conventional methods being used now. I would have to think that insurance companies may well become your best friends.
We've had contacts. We've had them contact us through our press releases, and they want to know more, and they would like to get more information on it and where we're building at. And that is a process ongoing, but we have been contacted from them. They are very interested, and they believe they can give good discounts to homeowners that build with this type of building system. So it is a very positive thing to look at.
Now, the company announced recently you'll be exhibiting at the Oil Alliance Expo in Wichita Falls, Texas, which was a city coincidentally devastated by a massive tornado in 1979. Can you tell us about that event and the message you're going to be bringing to the oil industry?
Well, here in Texas, of course, we have tornadoes in tornado country, especially even recently as close to Dallas, and Wichita Falls was hit in 1979 by a devastating tornado. All of those things we're going to be talking about our building technologies, as well as we design specialized rig shacks for what we call lodging quarters, rig shack living quarters, mobile living quarters for the oil rig operators in the field. You know, there's some 1,000 or so out in the field right now. Also up in the Bakkens area, the same thing. Lodging is needed for the oil boom that is happening up there. And we're professing to show that it's economical to build the way we are, and our building technologies will last longer and be stronger as it moves from rig shack to rig shack. The other thing we're going to be showing and demonstrating is our oil remediation products, our dual Zorb product, our Pond Zorb product, and our acid Zorb product. I will have Dr. Water, our environmental engineer, will be there, and we'll be doing some demonstrations. We'll have our products there for sale to touch and feel and look at. And these are bioremediation products that the oil companies can use to environmentally change the way they operate in the field. We can augment the way they take the black fluid out, put it into a pond. We can remediate that naturally, break apart what I call the hydrocarbon molecules naturally, so that it can biodegrade naturally right back into the soil. They can bury the pits and then seed it, and it can become farmland or grazing land for the cattle.
I noticed the company's also recently launched an e-commerce online store. Tell us about that.
Well, we're really excited about this. We've been working on that for the last 3 months here in the beginning of the year. It took longer to put together than we thought, but now that it's up there, we had many consumers calling us and wanting a way to try the products. They wanted to use it in their garages for oil spills from their cars. We had ladies wanting to call up for our new product that's our what we're pretty excited about is our kitty litter, our new Soft Paws kitty litter, which also absorbs the odors and urine and feces of the cats that live in the house. So we have the dual absorb product in 3 or 4 different sizes, and anybody can go now and purchase those online. The site also has all the information about how to use it, all of the regulations, all of the data material sheets. Those are all online, as well as videos of applications. So we're excited about that. We think it's going to be a good revenue producer.
Stock symbols MSMY, MC Endeavors Incorporated. Tim, why is this a good time right now for folks to take a closer look at your company?
Well, right now, here at the end of the first quarter, we have a lot of legs starting to walk, and some of them are growing wings on our projects that we've been working on now for more than a year. We have people on the ground in Nigeria, where there's about 40 years of oil spill cleanup to go. We have projects for houses that are starting to come to fruition, where we're going to start to build in Alabama and Texas. We're looking at a senior retirement community to build. That's in the prospects right now. I have a gentleman on the ground in Haiti that's working with me there on a daily basis to look at how we can help the agricultural industry as well as the building industry. So we have many things going on that are coming to fruition and taking place right now. We feel that using the containers to ship the product to Kuwait, where we have a distributor, and we have the distributor in Nigeria, we're looking at making those apartments with small kitchenettes and bathrooms, filling them with product, sending them there, and then building apartment complexes or living quarters with those, rather than just ship empty containers full of product. So there's lots of things going on that we're going to pull together this year, and they're all coming to fruition now.
MC Endeavors Incorporated, MSMY. Tim, we're initiating coverage of the company. I'm going to be watching you very closely over the next 3 months. Looking forward to more updates from you during that period of time. Thanks so much for joining us on the show.
All right. Thank you, Don. Pleasure.